Hello and welcome to episode 7 of my Leaf Green randomized nuzlocke. Today we are going to be taking our rival on the SSN. His name is Bad Guy as it so happens. And we are going to be, well, being the bad guy, going up to the captain's quarters with any luck, getting cut, going back down and fighting Surge. I hope you all enjoy this, and if you do, please remember to give a like, comment, subscribe. I will of course say this again at the end of the video because I have awful memory and I probably won't remember that I said it at this point in the video. So, I hope you all enjoy, and here we go. Actually, I will show you my team first, and one of them happens to be dead. I'm carrying a dead body around, I'm creepy that way. We have Zoobeast or Zubat, shiny, very nice. Egg Cup, our newest addition, and Toka P. Our Kemp, which is a typo, as has been pointed out to me, and Fergie, the lovely lady with lumps. And let's go after our rival bad guy. One step closer, and there we are. He just teleports. He doesn't even come down the stairs. Dude jumps down. Did a dolphin dive straight down the stairs. Okay, hopefully he doesn't carry much of anything dangerous to us. A Delibird to lead, huh? Okay, well there's no good reason for you to stay in, is there? It's actually super weak though to Rock, so I think Ancient Power out of Egg Cup would be very nice. Present. Tell me it's not going to be a max damage present. Okay. Tell me it's a healing present. That was not a healing present. Bad boy. Okay, this is 4 times effective and on higher levels. This should faint it. There we are. Goodbye, Delibird. Sableye, the Pokemon without weakness. At least in this game, doesn't have weaknesses. I'm actually going to keep in Egg Cup because I want to yawn the Sableye. You go ahead and give me a foresight. I don't even give a crap. He's identified the sinking egg. He's identified a brightly colored Easter egg on the battlefield, or an egg with Easter egg designs. Either way, not impressed. What do I bring it? I'll bring the Zoobeast because he doesn't get much play, and it actually will be Sableye will be sleeping here very soon. I don't want to waste Fergie either. I just need to get to work here. Sadly, Dark will resist Dark and also resist Ghost. Bug. Bug is super effective, also gives me some HP while he's sleeping. Maybe I'll get my HP fully back with any luck. That does like nothing. That was a wasted turn. I was really hoping it would do a little more than that because of the Dark typing, but obviously that's not the case. Wakes up and goes for a ghost move. That was too close. It was a crit. Man. Okay, if he's gonna go, I'll just get rid of the ghost move possibility by going back into Egg Cup and maybe get another yawn off if I'm lucky. Going to give me another foresight. That's cool. I'm actually going to go Ancient Power first. Yeah, take it like a boss right there. If I can get the full stat boost, then maybe I can actually not wall, but maybe I can take this thing out. Or not, well, take out the Sableye, but I mean take out the opponent entirely. Leaves him on what must be maybe 5 HP. Okay, there we go. Egg Cup coming through big time. Smallest Pokemon, but big things come. Big things come in small packages. Look at me, I can't even do common phrases without screwing them up. And I should probably check this because it's kind of important, but I believe I'm recording. Let me make absolutely sure that I am. And indeed, I am recording. So good for me. I know how to hit a record button. I believe they said Machop. I don't really have much here to answer that. I'm actually going to go out into Camp because it's probably the best option right now. And Fortress will be next, but... Oh, Mudkip. Okay. You know what would have been really nice with, against the Mud... I mean, Machamp? I don't even remember its name. But you know what would have really been nice against it? A little thing I like to call Hail Dome, which was fainted. Luckily that will be resisted. But it's still super powerful because it was a crit. And it drops my speed. I'm already so fast I have a little speed to give. This should faint him because the last one was 2-hit without the crit. That was a low roll, and hopefully even with my speed drop I will still be faster. In fact, I'm going to go for Swift just to finish him off. And next will be his Fortress, because I have the randomizer where he keeps the starter, and I have the perfect attacker for that in my Nummel. Or Fergie. By the way, Fergie should take this Fortress out easily without the explosion. Defuse the bomb if you would. Or defuse the bomb, as it were. Again, can't really turn affairs. Either way, he's gonna. I would say he's scouting me, but honestly, I think he just doesn't want to be hit. And at level 20, I'm only one level below, so this Ember, which is admittedly like the weakest fire move out there, well, one of them, should still take him out. It does not, because apparently his special defense actually is something. Going to hit me with takedown. That attack was too dang high. Luckily, the thing is very slow. And there goes Fortress. So we end up beating our rival again without losing any Pokemon, and with a reasonable HP gain. I mean EXP gain, and we just beat bad guy. Yeah, at least we're raising our Pokemon. You're right, because you obviously need some more training. You heard those cut, huh? Okay, well, goodbye, bad guy. See you next time. Because the good guy always wins. Hey, how you doing, old man? El Capitan. Dude has a mustache. Are we sure this isn't the dude from... don't even remember his name. But the dude from... 5th? I want to say 5th gen. With the mustache, Ice Gym Leader. Might be 6th. HMO1. So now we have Cut. I really don't want to teach Cut to any of my Pokemon right now. But I think I'm probably going to have to. Any of my live Pokemon. Okay, as it is now, the only Pokemon we have here that can learn Cut is Hail Dome. But the rules only allow me to give it to a dead Pokemon if and only if the Pokemon, there's no other Pokemon in the box or in the party that can learn it. And that just simply is not the case with, as of yet. That's not the case for sure, as of yet. It doesn't even matter. I was gonna say I should have healed, but there's no more battles until later on. We can actually get another encounter if it allows us to stay in here. We can technically get the SSN dock encounter, if that's what you'd like to call it. I don't remember if it lets you stay in here or not, though. No, no, go back, go back. Nope, he's not going back. Oh well, don't listen to me then. Kids, never listen. Okay, let's get back up there. And sadly put Hail Dome into the death box. That was a bummer. Oh, whoops. I wish. Man. There's a Holocaust normal types. And then there's Hail Dome. Okay, so do any of you learn the move I need you to learn? I think you might be able to, even though technically you're not valid in the Nuzlocke. In fact, I'm going to count you not as valid, because one of the biggest rules is you have to name a Pokemon. So I'm going to say it died from being dejected. Okay, is Buggy going to be able to cut? Because otherwise I will be able to use either Pokemon. In fact, even if it did die, I'd still be compelled to use Zigzagoon, because technically it's not dead. Okay, so if Zigzagoon can learn it, my hand is forced as to using Zigzagoon. And we also have to use Surge's puzzle, which is going to take a little bit. So this episode should be hopefully not as long as last episode, but will still be a good chunk of time, I'd say. And that's kind of cruel. I mean, I know he's not named, but I'm not going to kill him off just for the sake of killing him off. But there should not be a live Pokemon on a bunch of skeletons. That's just not humane. Get the Synchron Animal Guides call on me right there. He can learn it. Okay, so Zigzagoon, Scrub Brush, as I will rename him, can learn Cut. Okay, heal up our pokes, and kind of hard here with the fighting of Surge's gym, because not only do we have to contend with the puzzle, but we also have to contend with his group of lackeys, I guess. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but all considered, when you don't know what they're going to be packing or even ballpark, it makes it kind of scary. Man, cut down the stinking bonsai tree, because that's all it must be. Just a bonsai tree. That was kind of around a bit. Okay, let's see. Might as well just battle them all, because we're going to be dancing around these stinking trash cans anyway. I actually do have a method from when I was playing this to find the switch a little quicker, but it only works in specific circumstances, so I guess it's not really much of a method now, is it? I'm actually going to go out with Nummel because it has magnitude, and I don't want to make Kemp any more powerful than I have to, considering it's right at the cusp of the level where it should be. He's going to lure me out into my Togepi. That's okay, Togepi can still handle it. Togepi has ancient power. I know I'm kind of relying on ancient power, but that's pretty much because it's the only move it has, effectively. Going to drop my... Oh, we're going to raise his own attack. So I am not used to all those moves, because I don't see them very often. If you see a competitive... Actually, no, that's a lie, because I actually made a competitive Garchomp using Sandstorm. At least I call it competitive. It was more or less a gimmick, but it worked all right when everything lined up. But competitive Pokemon should not be when everything lines up, they work well. They should just work well. Because in a battle, a person's trying to stop you, so obviously you can't just wait for everything to line up. I did not even catch what he said, what Pokemon he's bringing out. I'm going to keep in Togepi for the time being. A Spoink again, huh? Well, I'm going to yawn it because I learned my lesson last time. Even with the Psywave. Actually, the last one was Psyshock, so never mind. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, you're not staying in. Okay, well, good thing I'm a ghost type, huh? Yeah, go to sleep. Get the stab, water gun up on it, hopefully faint it. That's a 2-hit KO, hopefully it sleeps one more turn then. And also, I hope I get the same stat roll, if not a higher roll. The same roll, not stat roll. Obviously, it's not stats that matter. I guess it was technically a stat, but whatever. I'm kind of getting stuck in the details. Okay, there. Beat that dude. I'm actually going to Super Potion rather than run back to the Poké Center. I do have enough Super Potions to make it worthwhile, but that guy dang near fainted me, which I'm not a fan of. Okay, what you got? This guy's an electrician that is bringing a Magikarp. Or a Machop, my bad. Yeah, a Magikarp, whatever. Maybe because of the flying type I can handle it, but I don't want to risk that. And for that reason, I'm bringing out Kemp again. Pretty much my win button, and I know it probably makes the lock not quite as interesting, but I I figured, well, I figured a lot of things, obviously, a lot of them you probably wouldn't agree with, but I figured that it's probably the best thing. Just, it's the best thing not to have Pokemon fainting like that. I mean, it's okay if they faint, but I'm going to try to keep them out of the way. That's only going to do 50 damage, so I will be left at 27 HP. No, it's going to do 21 damage, sorry. I'm always used to seeing it on fairies. Eviolite chances. Because it's pretty much the only way they're going to make damage on you. Other than status condition. Clamperl, I believe it said. If it is a Clamperl, which I'm hoping it is, then Zoobeast can take it out. I also get it into level 20. There are a few things Clamperl could do to me to faint me, but I'm just hoping it doesn't have any of those things. And if I can keep flinching it, then that's cool with me, honestly. The flinches are definitely real. 2 in a row like that. 3 in a row. Come on, baby, let's see 4. We do not see 4. And Whirlpool. That's cool, though. I wasn't planning on switching out anyway, so he can go ahead and lock me in. And do a little residual on me if that's what makes him happy. Or her. Him. Okay. Male trainer as well as a male poke. I don't know. I mean, from a, to be completely honest, you think about Clamperl, it kind of is cuter the more you think about it, I'd say. But also creepier the more you think about it. Because is it the entire shell or is it just the pearl? I mean, I think it's obviously the entire shell as it's called a Clamperl. But okay. What do you want? Or what are you bringing? I should say, not so much what do you want. Crystal, man. Last one of them was Zoe. Now you have Crystal. That's a Carnivine or Carniva. Sorry, I don't use those too often. Anyway, dark water type. Not really liking it. And of course, right when Hail Dome faints, we gotta do a bunch of things that could get by grass types. Yeah, you go ahead and scary face me then. I know it's a dark type, so it's risky to bring him in, or camp in as a bite or even a crunch as possible. But I'm just trying. Well, you know. Yeah, I'm just trying to feint it though, before anything bad happens. Swift. Okay, Rage. I can take Rage. I'm happy at the Rage over Crunch. Okay, the Carniva is gone. There we go. Okay, hopefully Surge, even though we will have higher level pokes, will not be too bad. But I'm actually gonna go to appropriately heal my Pokemon, fully heal them rather than just heal him in HP, because I think all the moves, you never know what he's gonna have. He could have 3 Magikarps. I'd be cool with 3 Magikarps, but he could also have something really deadly, other than Legends. But he can go all the way up to Pseudos. He could have a Salamence. He could have a Tyranitar. He could have a Dragonite. I mean, he could have any or all 3 of those. If he has all 3 of those, I'd just kind of laugh, because I would call, if I called them that accurately on a randomizer, that'd be kind of funny. It also look like I have cheated, but obviously I have not. Well, not obviously, but I have not. This entire thing has been completely without me knowing what's in the areas. And honestly, if I knew what was in the areas and was cheating, I obviously would not have let Lady Sound either, or Sound Girl, but I wouldn't have let my Hail Dome faint. Okay, so this is what I figured to do on this puzzle, is I actually decide that I work my way down the line, and if I get so lucky as to get to the very last row, then you only have 3 options. In some points. Okay, so that means that it's going to be in one of 3 places. It's going to be either in this one or this one. I'm going to call this one though. Okay. Well, that just happened. I'm probably going to speed this up as well. Again, I say that and you guys don't, I don't even know why I say it, because we have 4 options. But because I'm actually not, you guys aren't going to be here to hear that. Actually, that wasn't too bad. That was a little luck, to be honest, but it wasn't so bad. Okay, so I'm going to save the game right here because, you know, saving games is amazing. Everyone should probably do that, especially if you value your game. And as this is not the actual game or the Game Boy Color version, you can actually save a game and not worry about the battery dying and then never being able to save again. Because that was definitely a thing in the Game Boy Color version. Pretty much all Game Boy Color games, exact same issue. Okay, that's battle. I'm still beneath you. I mean, I might be a better battler than you, but you're still in a position higher than I am. And until I beat you, then I can stand shoulder to shoulder above you, but I can't stand above you anyway, so I'm gonna have to settle for the shoulder to shoulder bit. It looks like you're going for a jog, my friend, not the Pokemon trainer, and you're a swimmer apparently. Okay, so nice psychic type birdie. This is actually going to be his mid-level poke. I'm going to stay on Zubat, which is kind of bad considering it's a poison type versus a psychic, but I am willing to risk it for the bite, which doesn't do enough. Does not do enough at all. Peck. Going to heal up. Don't really want to risk it. Crap. I should went after it, obviously, but I didn't. Okay, I'm cool with that. Not particularly, but I'm alright with it. Considering it does drop my defense, and I know he has Peck as well. But I think Nightshade is going to be physical anyway. Okay, good. There goes the Natu. Next Pokemon is another Natu. Okay then. That's not good, not the HP I'm at. Okay, luckily he's not in the threshold of where he would actually Super Potion. He's just above there. Dang it, I don't want to heal again. Okay. Just don't get a crit on this next Nightshade. Come on, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. Thank you. And that should take you out. Luckily that was also his lower level poke. Now his ace is level 24. And that is something I'm going to bring Kemp on depending what it is. Trying to learn Wing Attack, I will let you learn Wing Attack as it's the only stab you have thus far. And I can easily take off. Honestly, I'll probably take off Leech Life. Much as I love bug type attacks, I have other things to count. My entire group of physical attacks, my bug, my ghost, and my dark, we all hit psychic types. So honestly, keeping a Leech Life means absolutely nothing. Obviously, it means something on grass types, but now I have Wing Attack, which is super effective on grass types, and stab. So it makes absolutely no sense. Tentacruel. Yeah, you're not staying on that. I'm going to have to body it with Kemp again. But you know, at least Zubat or Zubeast got a shot at that. Cause it'll do something there. Good thing I avoided that. Acid. Should have went Will-O-Wisp first because in conjunction it would have actually helped. But obviously I did not do that. Hopefully I break through. There we go. That might faint it. Okay, good. So we beat Surge, which I'm cool with, obviously. Surge female foster. It's weird. Anyway, so we get the Thunder Badge, and a pretty hefty reward and monetization, or money. Shockwave. What is it actually? Hopefully it's something really useful. Although I don't know that any of my Pokemon could typically learn Shockwave anyway. But let's see what it actually was. Okay then. Let's see. Actually, a few of my Pokemon could learn it. Sadly, one of them is a Pokemon that I'm never really going to be using, Scrubrush, and another one is Egg Cup. It's a good attack though. Let's actually take a look though at what Little Cup's spread is. It is much better on the special, so I'm actually going to give it the TM on second thought. Give it to it over Sweet Kiss. I don't want my Pokemon kissing other Pokemon. I want my Pokemon to keep their lips to themselves and battle them. Unless it's trash talk and they can flap their lips all they want. But I don't need no kissing Pokemon. I believe Togekiss is actual Togekiss. Yeah, is a 4th gen Pokemon, so sadly I will not be able to get it, but Togetic could still be useful. Let's heal up first and foremost. Looks like the Nutty Professor's assistant is here to give us something. Need to keep my cut slave though, at least until we get to Dark Cave. So I'm just gonna keep it in my party, but heaven forbid I ever have to use the thing. Because I really don't want to be grinding it up for 1, and for 2 it just doesn't seem to be anything like it would faint pretty much. Yeah, the bike voucher should. Oh, I think maybe the fan club president gives it to me. I know I said that I know this game inside now, but honestly, I'm not completely sure about that. Actually, let's see. Sure, why not? There we are. Okay, so I'm actually going to end the episode right here. At the starting the next episode, we're actually going to have we're going to get our way through to Dark Cave, hopefully get our few encounters on the way there, and with any luck, well, no, that's pretty much where we're going to end the episode. But that's actually what we're going to do next episode. So I am going to end the episode. Please remember, and I actually didn't forget, but I said I was going to, so I'm good on my word, to like this video up if you did like it, sub if you haven't already, and if you'd like to leave a comment, feel free to do that as well. Also, share the video if you feel like you want to share the video to help my channel grow a little bit, and also if you think other people will enjoy the video. Thank you all for coming, and I will see you all next time.